Hello, dear students. We will continue our next lecture of cell and molecular biology, lecture number 9. In this, we will see the detailed structure, ultrastructure of lysosomes. So, lysosomes are the secretory materials. We have already seen that they are also developed from the Golgi complex. In previous lecture, we have seen that the Golgi complex are formed from the plasma membrane, or we can say from the endoplasmic reticulum. From endoplasmic reticulum, the cisterns and vesicles are developed, which combine together in the form of stacks and form the Golgi complex. And Golgi complex forms the vesicles, and which releases pinching of lysosome materials, or they help in the formation of lysosomes. So this one is the simple structure of lysosome. These are secretory bodies. These are also known as suicide bags because they easily pour down, throw themselves on the food material and broken down, and this digestive juice is poured to the food material, and that is already or naturally digested. So these are the digestive materials, or we can say enzymatic materials. This you see enzyme complex. This is the enzyme complex, and these are the protein materials, protein bodies which support it for the digestion of the material, and encircled by a thin bag sac-like membrane. That membrane is formed by the phospholipid material. So this is just a simple structure of lysosome. We will see in detail. So ultrastructure and function. Lysosomes, lyso means digestive and soma means body. So we simply call lysosomes as digestive bodies which digest the food particles in the cell, and they are tiny membranous or membrane bounded vesicles involved in intracellular digestion. They contain a variety of hydrolytic enzymes that remain active under acidic conditions at the pH around 5. Means they are the hydrolytic enzymes. They are helped to digest the food particles in the cells. So simple function is digestion. The lysosome particles were observed in liver cells as rounded, dense bodies, and were first called pericanalicular dense bodies. So first time they were known as the paracanalicular dense bodies present in the cell. They are observed and named by the Christian scientist D. Dure. The name of the scientist is Christian D. Dure in 1955 as cytoplasmic dense bodies, and termed as suicide bags because they throw their digestive juice on the food particles in 1959. Thus, lysosomes are remarkable cytoplasmic organelles and are primarily meant for the digestion of a variety of biological materials, and secondarily cause aging and cell death of animal cells, and also a variety of human disease such as cancer, gout, Pommes disease, and silicosis, etc. So these suicide bags or the digestive bags which are present in the cells may useful in the diseased situation in the body, particularly in animal cells. They also useful in some element of natural cell problems or cell abnormalities, and this is the function or structure of lysosomes. So we will see in detail structure and detail all the functions of the cell organelles. So structure of lysosomes is quite difficult to understand, but arrangement is very simple and perform the function of digestion. So difficulty in identity is because of the different size or different nature, even though the structure is same under electron microscope, because of irregular shape of the cell, because they have no definite shape. Generally sometimes stacked, generally sometimes rounded, somewhat oval, or somewhat pinched structure, etc. They are generally spherical or globular, but in some it may shows the shape changed because of the density, and they vary the shape greatly. Lysosomes are vary from cell to cell and time to time as they are polymorphic, means they show different shapes, therefore called as polymorphic. They are 0.2 to 0.8 micron in size, but may be exceptionally large and measures up to 5 microns, so more than 10 to micron or more, or we can say 5 micron completely. This one is the less than 1 micron, but sometimes the size shows 5 microns in the cells, particularly in mammalian kidney. These are large. We will see in the next figure, next slide. Or even more in phagocytes, because in phagocytic cells the digestive activity is immense and most needy. Therefore, they are found in phagocytes or leukocytes, because actually leukocytes are also performing the same function. Therefore, these are the two cells. The lysosomes remains filled with dense material of, we have seen in figure, protein and enzyme materials. Filled with protein and enzyme materials and are bounded by a single unit of membrane. Here we can also see the simple structure of lysosomes. This one is the globular and this one is somewhat bean shaped. So these are the different shapes we can see. If the enzymes are released, they can digest the cell, and hence lysosomes are sometimes called suicide bags, because they release the fluid itself, means they self digest cell, or we can say the digestive juices of the cells are nothing but the lysosomes. So this is the simple structure in which these are the two bodies. These granular bodies are myelin fiber of undigested. These are two different forms of lysosomes. Lysosomes are different. Myelin fibers of undigested fat. So these are the myelin fibers, undigested fat, the fat which is not digested, and these are the granules. These are the granules. These are the granules. This complex, this simple complex is the granular complex. This one is the granular complex. And in another shape, you will find that there are no myelin fibers, but the vacuole is there. This one is the vacuole. This one is the vacuole, light colored vacuoles, and this dark colored granules. These are the dark colored granules, and the light colored vacuoles. So here vacuoles are more than the globular structure. So these are the two forms. Now we will see the function. In function, we have already studied that these are the suicide bags, or they have enzymes, means they perform the function of digestion, means take part in metabolism. This is very simple function. So the lysosomes perform following functions. Number one, digestion of large extracellular particles. The lysosomes digest the food contents of the phagosomes. Phagosomes means the cells which directly ingest to another bodies or foreign bodies, or pinosomes. If that food material is in the form of liquid, we will call it as a pinocytosis or pinosomes. The lysosomes of leukocytes are able to digest the foreign germ particles like bacteria, viruses, etc. And therefore leukocytes are nothing but the defense system of our body. They can engulf the foreign bodies, or we can say diseased pathogens or bacteria which causing harm to the cell. They digest it directly. Second, the digestion of intracellular substances. Extracellular as well as intracellular substances are digested by lysosomes. This is very simple. So during the starvation, means wherever the food scarcity is there to the cells, the lysosomes digest the stored reserve food. Whatever the stored reserve food content present in the cell are digested during starvation, like proteins, lipids and carbohydrates, because carbohydrates, protein and lipids are the basic food ingredients, basic food materials or contents. Or we can say glycogen. Glycogen is nothing but the all type of carbohydrates or sugars stored in the form of glycogen. They are stored and kept as a reserve energy of the cell in the cytoplasm and supply necessary amount of energy to the cell whenever it is needed by the cell. So next function is autolysis. So they break down, digest, they suicide, we can say, therefore the name is suicide bags. They break themselves over the food particle and digest it. In certain pathological conditions, the lysosomes start to digest the various organelles of the own cell. This process is called as autolysis. Whenever lysosomes, in some pathological condition, means whenever the animal is abnormal or diseased or accidental, something is unavoidable is there to a human being or animal, at that time lysosomes play themselves the process of autolysis or cellular autophagy, we can say. It digests itself, its all organelles, and perform the energy production, energy supply activity. When a cell dies, the lysosome membrane ruptures and enzymes are liberated. When these enzymes are liberated, they digest itself. Therefore, we can auto self-lysis. They break down self. They finish self. This is the autolysis. And these enzymes digest the dead cells. In the process of metamorphosis of amphibians and others, many embryonic tissues like gills, fins, tail, etc. are digested by the lysosomes because these are leaving back their body, or we can say structural parts, and that remaining part, or we can say wastage, is digested by the lysosomes. Extracellular digestion. The lysosomes of certain cells such as sperm cells discharges their enzymes outside the cell, and during the process of fertilization, the tail which is remaining outside the cell is also digested by the lysosomes. Therefore, we can call it here as a extracellular digestion is also carried out by the lysosomes. The lysosomal enzymes digest the limiting membranes of the ovum and forms penetration path in ovum, and the sperm enters there too for fertilization. Means the entry of sperm into the egg or ovum for the fertilization. Actually, we must use the word ovum, not egg, because whenever the ovum is matured by sperm, then and then it is called as egg. Or we can say unfertilized egg might be there. Okay, whatever it may be, but this is the basic terminology. The chondroblast cells and osteoblast cells digest the cartilage and bone respectively by the process of extracellular digestion. Means by extracellular digestion, these materials like bone and cartilage are also being digested. So this is the strong activity of digestion performed by the lysosomes. Then next, the lysosomes are supposed to initiate the mitosis in the cell. So the mitosis is the process of cell division of somatic cells particularly, and this activity might be actually not directly but supported, or it is supposed to initiate the mitosis. And some researchers also suggested that from their observations, the lysosomes also perform the function of a release of the enzymes which are involved in carcinogenesis. So carcinogenesis is also being facilitated, carried out, or the activity is supported by the lysosomes. So this is all about the structure and function of lysosomes. So the next cell organelle is mitochondria. So the ultrastructure and function of mitochondria, we will see the basic of the mitochondria because we are studying here the cell organelles. Mitochondria is also an important cell organelle, which is the powerhouse of the cell. We generally know as it is a powerhouse of the cell. It supplies power. We can say in mitochondria, whatever the structure is there, structure is responsible for the formation of energetic materials, or we can say synthesis of ATP is being carried out by mitochondria. The mitochondria are filamentous or granular structure. These are cytoplasmic organelles of higher plants and animal cells, and also of certain microorganisms like algae, then protozoa and fungi. These are absent in prokaryotic cells. It has lipoproteinous framework which contains many enzymes and coenzymes which are required, or we can say necessary, for the energy metabolism. They have its own DNA for the cytoplasmic inheritance and 70S ribosomes for protein synthesis. So this is very important to be noted here, that mitochondria are responsible to supply the energy. They contain enzymes, they contain coenzymes, they have its own DNA. Therefore, whenever we check the DNA structure or DNA material, then we can call it as a mitochondrial DNA, DNA of cytoplasmic inheritance, and 70S ribosome for the protein synthesis. So ribosomes are of two types, 70S ribosome and 80S ribosome. We will see in the next detail about the ribosomes. So meanwhile we will see what the structure of mitochondria is. Just I would like to inform about 70S ribosomes for the synthesis of these two material or two parts, that is 70S ribosomes and 80S ribosomes. So 70S ribosomes, 50S plus 30S is 70S ribosomes, and 60S plus 40S is nothing but the 80S ribosome, or we can say 60 plus 30. So these are the different structures of ribosomes. S means Swedberg's unit, the scientist who have identified this as a name, or we can count the molecular weight, Swedberg. Therefore the 70S is the word given here. And the ribosomes are of two types. Also we will discuss in the next speech. Meanwhile we will see what the structure of mitochondria is. The microscopic structure of mitochondria consists of a fluid-filled cavity surrounded by two trilaminar unit membranes. We will see the figure, it is here. This is the figure of mitochondria. This is circular sac-like bean-like structure, and these are the internal cristae, cristae, we call it as cristae. These cristae are forming the complexity inside, and this one is the DNA material, natural DNA material, and these are the small particles arranged inside on the cristae. So this one is the cristae, and on cristae there are small particles arranged, dot particles. These are the particles. These are nothing but F1 particles, or we can say oxysomes. So oxysomes are the F1 particles which are arranged on the cristae. These have inner membrane, this one is the outer membrane, double membrane mitochondrial structure. Then mitochondrial envelope, this is the mitochondrial envelope. So DNA is already there, ribosomes are there, so many ribosomes, dotted are the ribosomes. Then inclusions are there, these are the inclusions, vesicle like circular bodies. And if we will see the microscopic structure, we will find here that this is the intermembrane space, this is the intermembrane space, and these are the F1 particles which are arranged outside of this membrane. And this one is the crista, this is the crista, strand like crista, this is the strand of crista. And if we will see in detail about the structure of this F1 particle, so it has head, then it has a pedicel, and it has base. So this is the structure of crista, and based or arranged on the inner membrane. This is the inner membrane, this is the outer membrane. So they are attached in the inner membrane. So this one is the structure of mitochondria, but we will see in detail the structure of mitochondria and functions in the next speech or in the next lecture. Till then, we will see you.